Today's video is about fabric and lace, using it for edges and tabs, making it ahead of your journal even. Check it out. Stay tuned. Hi everybody, it's Julie. I have another way to use some scraps and branding strips, even things that you don't really particularly like. And we're going to be using some fabric. So we are going to be tearing some fabric today because that's how I like to do it. You can cut if you like to. I want to have about 1.5 inches, and so I'm going to go ahead and start it here and rip it. Okay, and we'll rip as far as this will let me rip. Okay, it's kind of cool because I get to still keep it folded even though we were ripping. Okay, so this will be my piece. Now I do want to go ahead and go through and take out all the frayed pieces. So all of the loose pieces of thread need to, thread, fabric, whatever, need to come out because we don't want them to get stuck in the sewing machine or the glue. So this part we are going to do some sewing. I have shown you how you can go ahead and gather and then fold, but this time we're going to actually sew. So I'm going to sew a ruffle and I'm going to put it onto scrap paper. Okay, so I'm going to sew my ruffle onto scrap paper. You're actually going to want to you're going to want to do it this way with your right side down, and so we'll be doing that. And the reason I like to do this is because then I can do this ahead of time, and I actually want this smaller. You can do zigzag or a straight stitch for this. And so what I like to do is I will go ahead and ruffle onto this piece of paper. Okay, so I'm going to be ruffling my fabric onto this piece of paper. I'm going to be sewing it, and then when it's time, I can do that ahead of time. And if I've already sewn my signatures into the journal, I can go ahead and use this paper to glue the ruffle in. The other thing is if your papers are cut to the size of your page, you can make pretty much exactly what you need. Okay, so I'm going to take this to the sew machine and I will be back with some ruffles. We don't want to use that one, but we will go ahead and do this. Okay. Okay, so I'll be right back. And here we have our strip, and we can just go ahead and cut it into pieces, or you can leave it until you're ready to use it. And so this is what we were able to get out of, we're going to cut that down that far. I don't want the fabric branding strip or whatever that thing's called in there. Okay, so what I ended up doing is I put my fabric and my paper in under the foot, the sewing foot, and then I took the strip. Okay, so I took the strip and I just started feeding it into the sewing machine like this. Okay, and I was just taking it, I was going slow, and I was able to just go ahead and feed the sewing machine just like that. Okay, so that is a way of being able to, it's like if you have to go somewhere else to use a sewing machine, and you know, this is something that you can do. Or your pages are not even ready, but you know that you're going to be making, you know, a Halloween or a Thanksgiving or a Christmas, and you have your fabric, you can go ahead and have your trims already ready. So then I will go ahead and show you how we can go ahead and put these in. And so I'm going to find a page. I think this yellow page is going to be a good page. Because I do want it to also go off the side, but the idea is when you add ruffle or lace to the edge of your journal, it's also going to help with what we call creep, which is when the book, every time you put a set of pages in on top of each other, it goes up a little fraction of a bit. Okay, so here we go. We can go ahead and add our strip. We're going to add it to this yellow, and then we'll just go add it to the yellow in the back, and that way we know, because the front of my signature 1 and signature 3 are pretty much, they're identical in their setup this time. Okay, so we get the double whammy here. We get where you're going to get to see that for a couple of pages as well, which I like when that happens. I'm right on the edge of the yellow. Okay, and then when we close our signature and close our book, it is going to have this adorable ruffle. Okay, so signature 3, yellow page. I'm going to go to the back yellow page. That was the front yellow page. Okay, so we'll go to the back yellow page. Perfect, it's across from the picnic. I love it. So when you do your little golden book, do you like to go along with the theme and what's going on in the story, or do you just put, okay, I'm going to interrupt myself. This side has more on the edge than this side, so I'm going to turn it. I want the more edge side on the outside. Okay. Or do you like to go along with what's going on, like the picnic? So when I was looking for words, remember, for the front of the third signature, there was the word picnic. And it went along with the story, so I added it. Not just the theme, but the actual story of the golden book. So there we have our ruffle in our third signature. So I'm going to want to make another ruffle for at least one for the center signature. However, there is another thing that you can do, and that is you can go ahead and make tabs. Okay, so you can take your little piece and you can go ahead and make tabs. So if we start with, figure out which page I want to use. Okay, so, but we can glue them in just like we did the other. I'm going to go ahead and take this one because I like the coloring on it better. Okay, so if this closes, there we go. So we'll have a little tab, and that little tab will also get you some of the ruffly color. And what I'll do with these is I'll put the first one in, and then I'll put the last one in. And the first one I'll do like this at the top. Okay, I usually do 4. You can do, you know, however many you want. So I'll put the first one in here. Okay. And then I'll come and we have the third signature. So I'll come and put one here at the back. And I'm actually going to put this one on the back of the back signature. And the reason is because the best page would be here, and I don't want to cover the words. Okay, remember I said I don't want to cover the words. So just go ahead, and that will give us the last tab. And then what I would do is the other two, pretend this is a tab, I would go and find a spot probably towards the end of this one and put one there, and either at the end or say at the end of the second one. Okay, so put it like right here, and then the other one we'd go like either to the front of the second signature or the back of the first and put it there. No, not there, like here. And they can they overlap sometimes, but let me show you. Okay, this is just two signatures here, but how it looks from the edge. Okay, and of course I am also going to be adding this lace to the edges. This is from the lace from Dollar Tree, and I didn't want to have to worry about creep once I had cut this journal down. So I have that I can add. I'm going to do something with these in there as well. And so, but I think that this is going to be really, really pretty. So I just, yeah, it's like, do I want to add it here or do I want to add it under? What do you think? On top? You know, there's already so much collage going on here. I think that this one's going to have to go under. So we'll go ahead, put this one under. I will be putting a lace in front of all three signatures. I buy this every time that they have it at Dollar Tree because it's a great deal for $1. 30 cents a yard is 33 cents a yard is a great, unless you can find it better at, you know, like a thrift store, having people give it to you, that's even better, of course. But for one that you can go and purchase, that I'm very happy with it. Okay, so I did leave. Yeah, I like that. Okay, I like it. Okay, so we will do the same thing with the other two signatures, adding the lace. And then adding to the somewhere in the middle, I'm going to go ahead, I think we'll do the inside of the signature. So here we'll do party. So we'll do the back of whatever paper is in the center signature, and then we have that left that we'll be able to use in something. So just to get you an idea of what we've got here. Ooh, it kind of sticks out more than I want it to. Yes, I did just take it off. Did just take it off. I am going to cut this down because it is creeping already. Okay. There's no words on that page. So we can go right up this. Right up the words. Okay. And we'll try this again. We should probably, no, we don't. Yeah. Take the creep off the other side too. Okay, so this is the center of the signature and it's moving out is what's happening. And it's kind of interesting because it's significantly out compared to the other pages. You can see another thing I did is I brought this in so it'll be a smaller piece as well. Okay. Okay, like that much better. Okay, so that is our third signature, so you can get an idea. We have the lace, the ruffle, we have this here. We'll probably go ahead and have another tab here. And so there will be ruffles and lace throughout this journal. And isn't it so stinking cute? Oh my gosh. I love it. So ruffles, lace, or tabs, which is your favorite? And isn't it cool that you can go ahead and you can get these and have them already ready so that if you aren't able, because we could have sewn this right into the journal, but this is so much easier putting it on those papers and dealing with it that way. And we still have a beautiful, beautiful look to our journal. Again, which one was your favorite? Find something to celebrate every day. Thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking the video. And thank you if you were able to show up for the premiere. I'm really glad you're here. All of you, I'm really glad you're here. Have an amazing day. Thanks for being here. Bye. Bye-bye.